Yeah, I don't need to run the intro for Disco Elysium because I feel like by the time we get situated, it's fine.
Alright. Let's play the game, as Reggie said.
No message from Jim before we start the stream tonight in chat.
Alright, it's a new day.
I was like, why is it showing? I thought I turned the GeForce thing off. Why do I see it in the bottom right corner? It's from your game. It's like...
We gotta sniff out some comrade.
I forgot that we were committing to communism and we have to find fellow communists. Apparently we made 3 fascist decisions at some point.
Yeah, early on, I guess, because it's just been like that.
Also, I'm a big fan of ultra-liberal.
Yeah.
Wait, people killed 3. Oh, right. That's just like...
Yeah.
Such window dressing for your character.
Gotta get that ice cream maker open. We should go check
Right,
on that.
yeah, that's first thing in the morning.
Blah.
Uh...
You know, wait, yeah, what time is it?
I think we, like, just woke up, right?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, right, we got the
7 in the
fucking
morning.
shack and then stayed in the goddamn hotel anyway.
Yep.
Remind me what the reasoning was for that?
So we didn't like the vibes in the other place. We thought something might happen if we stayed there.
Okay, I guess.
Also, this place
We
has,
can't
like,
do this again.
a bathtub and stuff.
I just don't remember why we did that.
It led to the good roll in the mirror, so it was all worth it. It led to us succeeding on, like, the 20% check.
Just saying, we ain't gonna be able to buy those pants at this rate.
We'll figure. There's assuredly a way to get money.
Kuno wants like $1,000 from those pants. We got a ways to go.
Hey, you guys want to talk to me now?
Again? I can't.
No.
Also, why are you guys still here?
Wait. No. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they?
Yeah.
No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles.
Didn't we do this already?
In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to
Why do they
avoid
extra hate me today?
Yeah, like we already know they don't like us.
No, it started with smell. I'm worried this is the communist bit coming back to bite us.
That is what this is. Okay.
These are the closest we'll get to communists.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria.
I want us to just walk. I hope you can just walk up to this man.
I'm pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
It's real good.
All right, I'll look elsewhere then.
I want to just walk up to those guys, just like, hey, anybody want to be a communist over here?
I look out this window yet.
Communists in the building?
A ceiling height.
It's not time yet.
Not time.
Wait, what is
What does that mean?
Yeah, wait, hold on. What is? It's not time yet. Is the negative 12?
Yeah.
A ceiling height window. The whole
I just love the
straight
+1
glass.
mysterious doors.
Pretty sure this isn't a guy we can talk to. Yeah. It's all about money, you know?
It's true.
That guy's secretly going to be important later.
Kuno, you communist? I like the bit of they all seem like social democrats.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank
Wait,
ice
is
cream.
it still
Ice
that?
is slowly
and
melting.
electric freezer.
Oh, it's still
Damn, we could have opened this if it had the foresight to do this
Yeah,
a long
far
ass
wet.
time ago.
Didn't feel the need to plug the fucker back in for no reason.
I didn't want it to melt. I don't know. I didn't know what was going to happen. We get up there.
Marvel's safety standards bite us in the ass yet again. Cause I was like, I don't know what to do when there isn't a body for me to throw rocks at.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't
I was seeing if I could smell them. But I guess not.
So where does... What is that door?
I think that's the door the guy wants us to unlock.
Okay.
But I don't know. Let's go over there. Maybe it'll say something.
Where are we at with the lady in the church? And
We have
those
to
dudes.
open the ice cream maker.
Okay, that's the thing we literally just tried to do. Got it.
Yeah, that's what's
I
gating us.
forget those are connected.
Yeah.
And there's this one who wants us to find out from the dude at the trucks.
Yeah, we have to find the drug dealer, the drug dealing lorry driver. Pop it all. Quick save here.
Just in case
The
this...
door has braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and so is the knocker, shaped like a lion's head. Someone is moving around in the apartment. You hear the water being turned off, and the sound of dishes clinking together. The tenant must be cleaning up.
I just
That
realized that I'll
means
never
you're
have to
too
do
late.
jury duty here.
Nothing more to do here. Better report
Don't know
back
what
to
this
Everett.
is reading.
Wait,
I don't know why that
Oh.
just came up to me.
we're too late?
So we can, okay, so we advance
As you
this
turn
even
to
without
leave,
doing it.
You hear footsteps on the other side. Yes.
Did we have to do this
someone's
like
definitely
before
home.
someone came home?
Probably, or at night,
I
or
don't
I don't
remember
know.
that at all.
And go talk with Everard. Tell him what happened. That we couldn't open the door.
This is
I'm
what I.
sure,
This is
sure
what I
this will
meant.
go well.
This is what I meant by this is the one thing I found out is that we should go to this door is because even if we don't do it, we should at least interact with the door. Because I saw that. I was like, that makes sense. Most of the things in this game seem to work that way. Of like, even if you don't want to do something, you have to do something to
Plaster bust
conclude it.
depicts a middle-aged honesty. does
I'd be
come
worried
to
this
protect
thing
you
falls
after all.
on me while I'm fucking sleeping.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
Give me a moment, sir.
Ask away, policeman.
So many questions for this one.
I know. Who lives in apartment 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know,
Whoa.
always littering the hallways with trinkets and
So
empty
it's such a
beer
fucking
cans.
old person thing to say.
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology.
Something to do with all those stars around his door.
I don't know, lady. I
Now
think he
I'm
might be
going to leave
studying
his
something
drawings
else.
up on the wall.
Just say astronomy.
Yeah, I'm not going to out this guy.
That's what I said. Astrology.
No,
The
it's-
lieutenant shakes his head as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... Forget it. She mumbles some kind of a response.
All right. Well, let's go see what's up with apartment 10.
I don't know which apartment that is.
Yeah, no, they're not numbered, so...
You hear someone walking around in a poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
I just want to talk to you. I'm not going to kick you out.
I feel like
This-
specifically
this-
saying "open up" is just so.
This is just a video
sounds
game.
so much worse
Do I
than
have to
open
open
up.
the
Just hey, I'm a cop. Can I talk to you for a
Do you
second?
have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go.
True.
We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's
True.
generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
I mean, it is supposed to be empty, I guess.
It is. Kim told us not to worry about it, though.
It's
so-
this confusing thing of like I want to just find this out for this old lady, but I don't want to harass this person. It's not
Give me a
worth it.
moment. Ask away, policeman.
Not worth
The
harassing.
hell am I supposed to
Oh, you
know?
know how you can find out what's
Another
going on in there? I
nut
bet that's
job,
where
I
that
assume.
smokestack leads up to or some shit.
Oh, maybe.
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
Are the residents on a vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste.
Oh, you'd smell it
Nothing
if
I
someone
can do
died.
about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves.
One time my
all
dad
day
bought a
to have
police
business.
auction car
More than I
that a
can
dead
say
body
for
had been in the
others.
back of.
She mumbles some.
Oh.
You ain't getting that smell out of there. that
Yeah.
shit. You could if someone died in that apartment, they are long. You would know. I love when my dad told me that because it was just like, what is this, a fucking Seinfeld bit? Like, TV show bit, not a big goof, but balcony. It's not time yet. Look out this window.
Hey, do you have any new dialogue?
There. Do you smell
Oh,
that?
here we go.
Uh-oh.
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness, that sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent reordering?
Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
Uh-huh.
What do you
Are you
smell?
saying there's a
The first
communist
thing that
nearby?
strikes you is the overwhelming brine. You
Ugh.
imagine yourself underwater, a 100-legged arthropod scuttling along the murky silt at the bottom of the sea. But then the unmistakable reek of seagull shit hits you, buoyed along on the air currents, an acrid melody atop mouldering cords of wood rot and heavy fuel oil.
Everything in order, detective?
I'm smelling for communists, Kim.
I'm working on developing my political conscience. All of these answers are so funny.
Yeah.
Taking in the morning air like a normal detective.
Number 2 or 3, either one. They're both funny.
You're smelling for... You know what? I'll just leave you to it. Carry on, detective.
The lieutenant lacks your highly developed political olfactory cortex. The smell is undeniable, and it's coming from that balcony up
Glad I
there.
have the name for the next.
Flexing them up.
I have the name for this
The
video, and I
precocious
put it up on
communist
YouTube.
youth,
This will be
a
smelling
symbol of a kinder,
communists.
more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact with your revolutionary brothers and sisters.
Lady's just
A
gonna
chance
call
to
you a fucking
establish
shithead
contact
and not want to be
with
friends
the
with you.
future. What a beautiful, terrible thought.
Well,
The dark
fucked up
reality
brain has-
is
Brain officers.
dark reality
Have you
where
come
we
to admire
we
my
find out
love?
that the rave guys are communists.
Oh, this.
Hey, sister, let's talk politics for a minute.
This is so I fucking
And what
sit,
do you
turn the chair
know about
around and
politics?
sit backwards on it. None of these are great answers. These are all awful answers. Number 1, though.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
belly erupts in a cackle that seems like it should belong.
She'll
to a
understand
much
the
older
comedy of that,
Oh,
at
that's
least.
Very nice. The little piggy wants to make sausages. Out of what? His little piggy friends?
Don't worry, Kim. I would never make you into a sausage.
Mm,
Number 2, I guess.
I
Or no, I
know.
mean number 1. I meant number 1. I just think number one is the answer.
So the little piggy is a big bad communist.
This
now.
is how every communist on Twitter
Sure.
sounds.
I know someone who'd love to talk the ideological stuff. You're looking for Steban, a right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
Oh,
That-
what is this gonna be?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where to find him?
I might.
Will you tell me?
No.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn
If
was
it's
utterly
money you
predictable.
want here, I've got plenty. Not true, by the way.
Just tell me what you want me to
Yeah.
do.
A wicked grin extends across her face.
We're gonna have to fuck up that woman's boat or something,
Death hilarious.
aren't we?
This is gonna be
Maybe.
We're gonna have to
bad.
sink that woman's boat.
Think for me, piggy.
Oh,
Just once.
with gusto.
Yeah, with gusto.
With gusto.
Wow. That was easier than I expected. It's almost like you've been wanting to do it this whole time.
A cool, damp feeling ripples through you. You realize you needn't have rolled over quite so easily. The lieutenant,
Sad cop.
needless to say, is
Yeah.
not impressed.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching, sort of. Steban's group meets only at night, in an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck.
Oh, thank
Their
God.
weekly meeting is tonight.
Good luck.
Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
Why do I feel like there's a catch?
Oh, smart pig. Because there is. See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like.
Do we find out the
You can't
passphrase
join a
by
meeting without one.
listening through on the in the duct or whatever?
But you're not gonna tell me, are you?
Why would I? That would be so boring. Now, let's see if you're half as dedicated a communist as you say you are. That's
Again, half of
enough.
Twitter,
Off
if
with you
if
then.
confronted with this task, would just roll over and not even try. Streets sniff out some comrades. Do you think our boy ooh. Oh hell yeah. Do you think our boy Manana feels about communism?
Good question. I'm not sure he feels very
Yeah,
strongly
no,
one way or the
yeah,
other.
no, he is definitely a guy who's just like, I'm just vibing, bro. Almost like, what can I use this fucking hot new pry bar on? This seems like something you might
Just
just need
not
a
letting
key
you do anything
for.
with that door.
Yeah. I was just checking.
I feel like it would prompt us for something.
We talk to Everett. Is that what we do now?
Probably.
Let me get up for a sec.
Go take some more morale damage.
Yeah. Ugh.
Or do we assert dominance by sitting in the chair again?
He does kind of look like you after all.
Why do you keep going into this room?
Well, I figured maybe I could find the passphrase for the communist meeting in this
Oh,
room, but nothing doing. I don't really know. This other balcony I could go up on.
Oh, right, this one.
Drinking this Corona, I'm like, the taste of America again.
Drinking a black cherry soda.
I was actually drinking a some kind of cherry drink. I forgot to post a picture of the nasty Coke I bought the other day. I saw it.
Sick.
Oh, that Coke was so gross. The worst Coke.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Oh, it was such a bad Coke.
Oh, we should probably just come back to that one later.
I forgot to buy a lime. It's like, meh.
That's a shame.
The lime is important to the Corona.
I would simply buy a beverage I didn't have to add anything to.
Do you... You know what? I was gonna say, oh, do you eat your french fries without ketchup? And I remembered you do. You do eat your french fries without ketchup half the time, don't
I
you?
would never eat a french fry without ketchup.
No,
There it is again.
maybe I'm thinking of
That
someone else.
spectral smell haunting this industrial harbor. And it smells like heavy fuel oil mostly.
Like, it tastes better with the
This is
lime
an
in it.
industrial harbor.
Tastes different with the lime in it.
They should have put the lime in it then.
Yeah, but it also tastes good to some people without the lime. Like, I'm drinking it without the lime now, it's fine. I just would prefer it if it had the lime in it.
The inexorable tides of
It
capitalism.
doesn't need it.
Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
Can you smell it now? You inhale the silica along your olfactory epithelium.
This is so funny, I love this.
As they sift through the swirling morass of industrial odors. First come the smells of the agitated strike breakers.
Yeah, I was like,
Layers of body oil.
wait, I wonder if they have any American stuff here. And it's like, no,
Over-buttered
this is
meals,
Germany. Why would they have an
poured
American
from
beer
baked
here? Are you
lunch
fucking kidding me?
pans. The biting stench of lice.
That being said, I think they had a Budweiser, but it seemed like some fake
There's the
Budweiser.
slowly oxidizing metal
Huh.
gates.
I thought it would be
The
kind of
scent
funny
of
to drink a
stale
Budweiser.
emanating from every crack.
Still smelling for communists, detective?
Kim is so nice.
What makes you say that?
No offense, detective, but you are not particularly nice.
The lieutenant.
The way you
right.
keep taking
It's
big
sort of amazing how
heaves.
unsubtly you're sniffing the air around you, almost like you're trying to call attention to yourself. What the lieutenant thinks is irrelevant. Your politico-olfactory cortex is lighting
Oh.
up like a holiday display.
Really?
It's pointing you right to that railing.
Manana, you're gonna fall. You shouldn't sit like
Look,
that.
I'm not saying Manana is necessarily a
Now's your chance
communist,
to
but he is definitely a man
establish
who
contact.
knows where you can
But
find some
Be
communists.
easy about it. Communists have been known to charge when startled.
Okay, be easy about it.
Be chill. Our boy Manana. He lives that cowboy lifestyle.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
I love that it always says attempt to establish contact.
Listen, brother, there's something
You
important I
fucking
need to
Hulk
talk to you
Hogan
about.
now?
What's that, boy?
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
I feel like number 3 is the most manana answer. As much as I think 2 is what I would normally.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I just feel like this is an incredibly manana answer.
Could be coming from one of the jam lorries. Cargo's been sitting out for a while.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to hit 1 or 2.
Have you tried a butcher shop?
You're gonna have to just come
Okay.
out.
Maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm looking for communists. You know any?
Ah, now I see. Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism seriously. Not a bad thing, mind you. It's good for a man to take time to think about the whole socio-political world picture.
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with things, especially when politics are at issue.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
But hunting communists, I'm trying to get organized. I'm trying to get organized by them.
Number 2, but either one works really. I feel like either one will just give you the same answer probably.
Oh, I see. I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
I thought you union guys were all communists.
I know you said you're not really a
Number 3.
communist,
Just say
but
number
aren't
3.
you actually a communist? I I don't know that Mignon is gonna like us talking about how he smells, but we'll see.
Didn't realize you could smell communism. But then, I've never studied the subject.
Maybe it's not taught in any of your so-called universities, but there's definitely something going on here.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
2, yeah, number 2.
This gonna be the same guy
Didn't say
again.
anything about his name. Wasn't this sort of encounter where names matter? It was late one night as I was leaving the armor. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket, classic Sarameritian style. He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
Holy shit. An extremely cool way to establish contact.
What does that mean? The extra physical branches of communism.
No idea.
I love
I
this
took it to
game.
mean he was asking me to join some sort of underground cell. A very old school organizing technique. The sort of thing comunistas used to do before the revolution.
What did you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
Cowboys play by no man's rule.
Yeah. What's an ideal logo?
You know, a guy with a theory.
Someone with an
Someone who has
ideology,
his
one
theory
might
against
say,
other
but said in
theories and then this
Spanish.
theory combat.
Alright, next time I won't.
This was
click
was
on
not
the
a that was
dialogue.
not a dig at you. I thought that sounded funny.
How do you find this guy?
Not taking
I
a
couldn't
dig
tell
at you.
Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Abadanais."
It's the passphrase.
Hmm.
And then he was gone.
Gordo Breva and
Abadanais.
Abadanese.
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk of me. Not meant for the wider public.
They're gonna
It's a
love when you
communista.
just show
You have to
up
ask
in
someone
there
who knows the secret
uninvited,
of
knowing
Uh-huh.
the password, and sound like a complete fucking
Not to
dumbass.
interfere in your personal errand, but it might have something to do with that passphrase Cindy mentioned earlier.
Yeah, just give. Thank you, Kim.
All right, good thinking, Kim.
The lieutenant nods.
Just in time. The faithful partner arrives with the key that turns the lock. You two make a good pair.
Hell yeah.
I salute you,
We
boy.
do, don't
I
we?
wish you good fortune on this grand ideological quest.
The man whispers a jaunty tune.
I hope we
Across the
have any
breeze
reason to ever
ruffles
keep
his
talking to Manana. I like.
Uh-huh.
This man is great.
Well, I don't know where it is in the journal, but I know we have to go talk to Evart, so.
The short time I played this by myself, I was just like, I didn't get the jump like we did. I'm not physical. How the fuck do I even
The
talk to
far
that
cabinet
guy?
stands steady as ever. The drawer slides shut.
How do I even get to Ever? I don't have the physical strength to jump down this tiny ledge.
Uh-huh.
Extremely
Ooh.
tiny ledge.
I went in here before.
This
But
is the night watchman's booth.
this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up.
Yeah, you're kind of
I
just
saw
snooping
her that
around.
tile long
Catches your
before.
eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph.
Renee seems
on
like a
the
guy
table.
who'd keep things.
Looks like the inhabitant is rather
tidy.
pedantic when it comes to order.
Let's get going.
Leave the
Yeah,
picture
yeah, we
on.
don't need to take this guy's picture.
We already threw one of his balls. into the
Bolos
fucking
or whatever the
ocean,
fuck
yeah.
it's called. It means whale fjord.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. Marsh.
I'm not gonna mess with that. For now. Okay. Is there a dude up here? Hey, what's up?
You communist?
talk with old Leo.
Oh, I
here,
forgot
yes,
about
I
this
did,
guy.
Yes, I did. It's like
Yeah.
Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
I have some questions for you, if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble
Nowhere I
at
can
all,
find any
mister.
communists.
Never mind. Oh, yeah. I mean, it auto-saved, but let's
Have you seen any guns?
do a hard save in case this guy's about to destroy us mentally.
What a terror! Like this guy's a boss encounter.
Oh, wait. This is not a fishing
What?
rod, is
Fishing
it?
rod?
In the
See
corner here.
that you like to fish, Everett.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
I sit down this time and be like, fuck you.
Oh boy.
I did it, Everett. I made it even shadier.
I don't know what that even means.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every
I bet he just
playground,
has it in his
asking
desk
kids,
or some shit.
grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only
On
way
your
to find
part.
it seems to be
Do
working
some
with
stuff
you.
for me.
He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Oh, weird. Oh, right, you talked to the pawn shop guy about it, right?
Well, one is us internalizing it, right? Because it's not in quotes.
Oh, you're right. Let's click on that.
Who knows? Only one thing is certain.
Jared,
If you work with him,
I
your
never
gun
noticed that.
gets
Thank
back.
you for bringing that to
Breaking
my
it
attention.
might be the only way to do it.
I've never paid attention to that. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. There's no quotes. I don't care about my gun. Keep it.
We're at the pawn shop. I don't know. Like, let's just see what he says.
I feel like
Yes. Thank you for the hot tip.
I was gonna
regarding your
say,
lost
this
gun,
seems
Harry.
just makes our guy seem
My men
extremely
have indeed
dense, because I feel like the
factored
game's
it
even
in
trying
that
to
you
tell
owned
us,
it.
like, this
Now
guy
please,
definitely just has
Yeah.
your gun.
professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry. Relax. I have great guys on this.
Like, the fact
You
that all
focus
this
on
is in,
what's important.
all this has a
Building our
fucking star
relationship
next
for the
to
good of
it.
Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
About the weasel.
You fucked up. You waited too long. The weasel came back, and now you can't open the door I asked you to open. Everett forgives, Harry. Don't cry, my boy. It's gonna be all right. I'm still gonna tell you about the murder. That's just the way I am. Benevolent.
I thought I had
Bye-bye.
more time.
Yeah.
Now let's get down to brass tacks.
I feel like I don't like
It's
any of
time
those
for men like
answers.
me
It's
and
just,
you
I don't
figure
want to
out
do
who's
this.
killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry. This is gonna be good.
I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest,
I can.
united in the spirit of
I'm from
fellowship,
America.
and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
Hit him back with the finger gun. Hit him back with the finger guns.
You hit him with the
Silent killers
Batista.
from proxy wars in YouTube,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I like that you went with that, not the Bullet Club.
raping, killing, burning villages,
I went with the cool guy.
killing little
Yeah, no, I
children
agree
for
with
the
you.
Seminars of Pineapple
Look,
Company,
original
Harry.
Bullet Club was cool.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on. You have a village elephant?
God damn it.
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical.
Really just...
and so is the village.
I love that we just make our guy seem like
And
the
their
biggest
brutalities
idiot when we're
are
talking to
very
this
real.
dude.
Go on.
Now, I
You just want him to
haven't
think he's in
personally witnessed
control,
the
and then we slip
brutalities out there.
we
I
slip
have the
some
luxury of
heavy
staying
shit
in
on
my
him.
Container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they moved the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
You,
It's
I've seen
very
the control panel.
you might not want to put that in our head.
Container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
What happened to the other 2?
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
He knows Kim's confident, so he's ignoring him.
Mhm.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Yeah, it's
Who
number 2.
exactly did
Yeah.
the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried. He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical...
Gotta love a bunch of guys who say you
Anyway.
can't police us because this is our town, but also you must abide our lawyer. It's like, no.
There was a bullet in the hanged man's head.
It's like, you guys are lucky I'm hanging out with Kim, me, the 2 cops that are just like, whatever, we'll get to the bottom of this.
So they shot
Not
him.
some crazy asshole
He was
cops.
shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard. What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my 2 little policemen. Godspeed, policemen.
My 2 little policemen. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant.
He is very... The
Boys like
man
that
is very
don't
large.
Just happen to show up during strike.
What you're telling me is that guy's one of the
That does
mercenaries.
sound quite unlikely. Yes. The big guy leading the scabs at the gate is...
Alright, I want to see the racist dude take him on.
See Measurehead.
Yeah, I want to see the beef fight.
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
You mentioned a lawyer girl?
Oh,
Is it
Liz
under
is a
empathy?
bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn
So
out
we're
all
reading
fancy.
his
But hell, Harry,
emotional
she came
state,
like a
I guess?
firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Let me bet Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them.
I don't know about that.
Union members. Always working.
A couple of them seem like real
Seven?
in the local
shitheads.
socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself.
Are there 6 of them now, or
What a
are
lot
there
of
7 of them now?
I think there's 7 of them, and then there's an 8th one that's a
Okay,
lady.
so-
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders.
Should ask Leo about
Whatever
that, maybe.
happened, I'm sure they only had the best
Should ask who?
interests of
He just said
Marseilles
Leo
and
used to
Neversoul in
run them.
mind.
I don't know if that
Oh.
would make, I don't know if that
No,
would even bring it.
Theo.
Oh, Theo.
Theo.
Thought he said Leo.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
But I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
Well, that's a
You
lie.
can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has.
So I just gonna be like, okay, loser.
Also, Harry,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we got everything out of them already.
Here's $5. Take
No.
a cab
No.
back up.
Not
No.
taking this guy's money. I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardy boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
I wasn't giving it to you. I was just holding it.
I want to know how much money you can get out of this guy if you really want to.
I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but
I mean, I'm
Funny
sniffing
you
out
mention
communists,
You're a
bro.
man of the left, so you have to be.
I'm going to a
decision.
meeting tonight.
Yeah, can I? Have you heard of Steban?
Hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I grind. I'm a money engineer.
How long before that becomes something like all the grind set dudes start saying? Yeah, I'm more left than you are.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
Maybe.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant.
It's the
in
part where
Delta.
you need to get the signatures that's weird.
Yeah. Kim, what do you think of this?
I think you
It
fuck
depends.
this guy.
I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But he thinks it's your call.
As
Not
I
the
said,
hand
it
holding
weighs
I was
on me
asking for
heavily.
there, Kim.
But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
You get me
He's
keys to a
saying
certain
as little
blue
as
door.
possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in
That sounds
Martinez.
great.
It will
I
be
don't believe
righteous.
this.
We're gonna get those
Build a
teenagers
boys
off
and girls
drugs
club.
and on roller skates.
We can get Kuno off a drug.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want them on roller skates, though.
Oh, here we go.
Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
You mean the fishing village?
Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned, in either the sea or the bottle. A gloomy place, doesn't have that Union attitude.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you here in Martinez.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Are you 100% sure no one's going to end up homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life.
This
would
man
never
is
let anything
confusing
bad
because
happen to
he's
them.
incredibly shady
We're gonna
and
build
up
a
to
youth centre
illicit
there.
shit,
The value of their
but he
properties
actually
goes
does
up, and
care
kids have a
about
place to play
this
it.
fucking
I'm looking
town.
out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbour.
He means it.
Yeah, like, this guy is really shitty, but
Yeah,
he also
yeah, it's
does...
I happen to be there. I can ask them.
He does
You
follow
bring
the
joy to my heart,
ideology,
Harry. Such a
even
pleasure
if
to be
he
working with
does
you.
illicit
Here.
things to get it done.
You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard
don't-
there was some
I
trouble
don't
with the
remember who those
waterlock,
two
but it
people
should
are.
be fixed
I bet
now.
one of them's the old lady who gave us the key to that.
Yeah.
Once you have the
house.
signatures, mail this to 130.
Anyways, we got like 800 other...
in the Delta.
Or we could just
Oh,
lie
God.
about it.
I feel like that's not gonna go well.
All right, I'm told the union is involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me?
I love talking to this guy.
But I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
I love the voice actor for this dude really sells
I don't
every
even.
line.
Where did we know this from?
The lady on the boat told us to
Yeah.
investigate this.
Okay.
This guy really sells everything he says.
What?
Right.
I am? Should we just say I am?
I misclicked it. I tried to do the duck and I missed. I feel like lying to this guy is not gonna get us anywhere.
No, he's gonna see right through us. I am. Let's just
These
be
are
straight
these
up.
are yeah, these are the same answer really anyway. If we say no comment, he's gonna assume yes.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Yeah, I wanted to go over a couple things about me.
Let's hear it, Harry.
Oh, right. Oh, boy. Okay, not gonna do that one right now.
Do you know where I
Trust.
live?
Let's ask Ollie, do you know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids or...
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
You're right, I don't.
That's why I like you, Harry. A good man knows both his strengths and his weaknesses, and you, my friend, you are one of the all-time greats.
What kind of cop does it say?
These are so good.
Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
What? I'm not apologetic, I'm confident.
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, you sure come off as very confident in all our interactions, Harry. You're a real man's man.
He's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez.
Where'd you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand.
I hate how much
Please
this
continue,
makes me
Harry.
go, what if we got like one piece of clothing and put a skill point and draw? We just leveled up. We can...
Yeah, we'll have to
That's-
see if we got any drama clothes we can put on
Of
before
course,
we
Harry,
just have to
of
remember
course.
that we have a check here
Let's
for
not
that.
linger on personal details and amnesia.
The real problem is that
You
we
wanted
have
something
things that are
from me?
probably more useful we can read. Or do checks on, I mean.
I feel like we've got
Certainly,
drama
Harry,
clothes.
by
I feel like I
all
remember
means,
seeing a
Harry.
bunch
Yeah.
of them.
What's on your mind? Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet.
What did you just
I'm
hit?
very
I met
Oh,
Joyce,
okay.
the company rep.
I hope you're getting along.
We actually have pretty good
One thing I want
talks.
to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just
Ow.
pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
I told Joyce that I met you.
Guys got
It's
this shit down to a
perfectly okay.
science.
Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Galmont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
His like in-game model just looks like the president from Metal Gear Rising, or the senator, I mean.
Yeah, kind of.
Like,
You made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry.
I'm going to make America
I want
great
him
again,
to spend
Harry.
more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
Yeah, oh, and you're a shitty fucking, you piece of crap.
Hey, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is it? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry.
Whoa.
I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
God.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Thanks, Brain. Joyce didn't mention it in
I-
casserole.
If
Yeah, Jarrett?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
It's a fortress. He knows she can't get in.
I mean, we got in, though.
He doesn't want
Through
to
great
see
effort.
It. It's as simple as that.
I must point out.
He ain't jumping off that roof.
We died one time and had to fucking do it again.
Yeah,
Perfectly
true.
okay to share anything we discuss here with this.
That was the first time we were like, we have a good roll, let's go, and then we fucking died.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
I don't know what number 5 is. Should we just click on it, though?
I feel like we have to. I don't know what it's referencing. I have no idea.
Oh.
What?
The brew. The shady brew.
Wait.
Oh, how could I forget your little side project?
The soup
well
in
done,
the
Harry. Well
hostel.
Done. Don't even tell me what it was. But good job.
Oh.
I love it when workers take the initiative like this.
Love it.
See you soon, Debarder. Just kidding, but not too much.
Well, I mean, I feel like that went better than the first time.
Much more amenable conversation. Oh, Oh, yeah. Hold on, I gotta walk over this way. There we go. Just let me out.
Oh, is
please,
there
let
a
me out.
staircase there?
What?
Is that what that is?
There's something going on
I
here.
feel like we're walking up a staircase there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Ooh, 2 skill points.
Let's fucking go. I want to go yell up that thing. I don't know why that's the thing
Alright.
I'm fixated on completing. Or we could look at that folder. Because we have drama close, so we could actually make that one happen, I feel like.
So we try to quit being an alcoholic.
That seems important.
I feel like we've been heading that direction already.
I don't want this man to be an alcoholic anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
-2 to physical instrument. Oh, we'll see if that's a problem. Wait, let's not take this yet. That might be what we need to yell up the chimney.
Alright.
Let's hold off. Let's hold off.
Okay.
Did you check to see if you have drama clothes
Run
for
to the
that
bathroom,
check?
I'll be right back.
I'm not, while you peruse through the clothes, I'm gonna do that.
All right. This is a look.
All right, what do we got?
This is a
Oh,
look.
God damn it.
We went from -1 to +4.
Maybe we go
Oh,
talk.
wow.
Maybe we go talk to him without even leveling up and just see if we can look in that thing now.
Yeah, I mean, we can see what this does. Oh, God.
All I have to do to pass this check is look like a complete fucking jack off.
Good work, huh?
A member of the board?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns
Ugh.
in your heart, too. How can I help you today? Let's hear it, Harry.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I
Well,
feel like this is as good as it's gonna get.
I think 97 is like only the double one, like only the automatic lose is.
All right, are we doing it?
Yeah,
It's a red check. We
it's as
can't
good
do it
as-
over.
This literally as good as it can get, I think.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it.
If we lost that,
He's
I might have just stopped playing.
Because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
The Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Hey, we got one over on him.
Got him.
That's our first W with this.
Hell
Yeah, it's a real shame we didn't do that before all the other things we did with him.
Alright, let's take this fucking thing off.
Oh man, look at this guy.
The idea of wearing the noble commander's jacket and then the fucking bow tie with your chest hair just sticking out is really funny to me.
Uh-huh. Bow tie's pretty good. Shirt. Get the 2 signatures. Okay. Let's go see if we can yell up that chimney.
Forget what check that was.
I like that you said chimney, like fucking
Chimney.
like fucking what's his name? Getting a fucking picnic basket. The chimney.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey, boo boo, you go up the chimney.
Yogi Bear.
Yeah, Yogi.
That's a reference for the kids.
Just throwing a door.
I mean, that's just mostly funny because, like, when I was a kid, Yogi Bear had already been hell of old. It was just... When Cartoon Network started, they didn't fucking have shit else to show on TV, so it was all that and Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes. Or they had all their own TV shows to put on there.
What have we got to work with now?
What do you mean?
What's our next thing here?
We're gonna go yell up the chimney?
Right.
Get those signatures, any number of
Signatures,
things.
right? That's what that's...
At night, we can go be a communist. That's not really pertaining to... I mean, that might lead somewhere in the story, but...
I mean, may as well.
This orange machine is dead still.
Slowly melting around it.
Ice cream churn.
Yeah, I wonder if this is an hour-based thing or if it's a day-based thing.
I don't know.
Curious.
A thick layer of cold dust.
Physical
covers the
instrument.
furnace.
Also, yeah, you're right. We shouldn't search that if we were gonna do this.
Yeah.
I thought ahead.
I feel like we don't have a lot of that.
You don't have anything giving you a negative for that, right?
No, I just looked.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's...
well.
Damn.
That's,
But you'll
that's
look.
a
I
lateral
feel more
move.
confident with this one, though.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
not that.
Well, we can either put a skill point in it, or we can just
A thick layer
YOLO.
of cold dust covers
Let's
the
just
furnace.
give it a shot and see what happens.
Yeah. I
Pitch
mean, this
black.
is a good chance.
Something
Let's fucking
breaks
go.
loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Yeah.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
So, do we go upstairs, like, over here?
That's what I would guess. Yeah, I don't...
All right, this is the place we needed a flashlight.
Is this new?
Oh, yeah, we didn't go up here, I don't think. Unless we did, and I'm a fool, but...
That doesn't seem familiar.
I bet there's
Oh,
money in
what
these
it
tin
is.
cans. Nope.
Oh.
Postcard.
I love postcards.
In a way, that's money.
Oh. Hey.
New person. Oh, we met a game
So,
designer.
Is this going to be the
Oh,
other
shit.
person
Maybe, yeah.
that worked on the game?
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools
That's
with
a-
emerald light shining through her hair.
That's a way to describe someone.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
We'll get there.
What do you mean by Mylius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages.
Oh, yeah.
But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have
This is
missed
like
you
me when I
knocking.
turn on the 24/7 old computer show.
You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what?
It is haunted.
matter.
There is a ghost.
What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly.
That's pretty
How
honest.
strange. Well, if you're interested, my rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around.
This woman is extremely chill. She's the only normal person in this whole town.
How did you become a dice maker?
It'd be really funny if she doesn't like games.
Yeah.
They pay a lot. Some of them are sickos.
So true.
You provide her.
Some of them get into disc golf.
What do you know about the...
That's
What do you
fucked
know about
up.
the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Fucked up thing you just did.
Jarrett, you own so many
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then,
Which
the
limited
woman
time
under the
one did you
large
buy
window.
recently that you
Your
didn't need?
window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything
One
unusual.
that glows in the
last
dark
night?
really nice.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not
detective,
dunking
but
on you
know,
buying
I usually have my
discs.
headphones on
So,
when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the
you know, my
woodlands
fucking
back
Gundam
You
model
know.
kits I bought and never fucking built.
During daytime,
At least you
there are
use
usually
the
those
discs.
kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you.
I love that it was
Informing on
sire.
someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
You often work on Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Hey, where
What if-
are we anyways?
What if
I kind of want to order a die
If
from
you
her.
order a die,
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed
You
commercial
know anything
area?
about these curses?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She's up here all the time.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that this place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
She's a wise woman. She has trinkets protecting. Just
I
be
don't
up
know
front,
why.
number 2.
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the
Door,
building
door,
complex.
door.
Door.
Hold on. The whirling is part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
Please tell me it's not a separate building. That blue door leads to a tunnel that goes through here, and there's something in that fucking tunnel. Number 1.
I love how excited you guys are to
And
get in the
then
blue
there's
door.
me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange.
Well, you
isn't
aren't
it?
paying rent, so...
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
I'll be the first to admit
yeah,
there are many
yeah.
inconsistencies in this so-called curse.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Narrow your eyes very mysteriously. I have to say number 2.
Yeah.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Too true.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with
About those
today?
dice.
That's all she has to say on the subject.
I mean, I
She's
assume
been
we'll
thorough
need
and
one
truthful
for
as
something
far as
later
we
is the
can
real reason we can get one made.
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
First.
I'm looking for something to help me with my work. Do you have any first dice?
Where you get the number 1 made. And that's for that game that lady
I
worked
don't-
on, right?
I don't actually know what die I want.
And you just bring it to her or something.
Maybe.
Ah, yes. Fortress accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Wiro Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course. I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice, and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I
That's
could have
so
it ready in 8
reasonable.
hours.
What's the standard role-playing die?
It's an icosy tetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll. Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Loving it. So nifty.
Uh-oh, our logic's going off.
Why do you need to cast it in resin?
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect.
All right, let's do it. 7 real. Sure.
Oh, do you want to
What?
check out the other ones, or are we just ordering this one straight away?
Do you want to check out the other? Talk about the
I
other
don't know.
options?
There were like 6 options on that
Maybe
screen.
you have some other ideas for dice?
Do you have any cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
Cursed as my life. As cursed as my
God.
life.
Abracadabra, perish like this world.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your
I kind of want to
cursed
do
die.
this.
Let's go through the list. Let's
All right.
I want to go through the list, and
Maybe
then
you have some other ideas for dice?
I'm leaning towards cursed
A
dice after
star
2.
that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
Can only get it because you're a superstar.
Well, hopefully we can back out if I pick number 1.
The other ones have said order like
Yes,
have had like
you definitely have the proper attitude. How
Oh,
about a
shit.
100-sided
100-sided die.
inlaid with
Holy
lodestone,
shit.
a naturally occurring magnet to complement
I want to
your
see how much these
romantic
things are gonna
personality.
fucking cost.
Pieces of lodestone were used as the first magnetic compasses, from which they derived their other name, coarse stones.
Thanks, Brain.
That's a stone for leaders.
10
Thanks,
real,
Brain.
and I can get these ready in 8 hours.
Well, that's not that
That's
bad
not
either.
bad. Do magnetic dice even roll properly?
It's true, magnetic dice are definitely different. When rolled together, the magnetic fields of the pips interact with each other to push and pull on each other as they're rolled, just like all magnetic personalities do.
I need to think about it.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
I don't actually know what die I want.
How about an amber die?
Amber? A poor man's gold?
Who told you amber was cheap? It's beautiful, really, and has been treasured since the ancient times. For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those who
13-sided
can't
die.
seem to let go of their past.
That sounds like me.
I had a feeling. Maybe you have some other ideas for
Oh, hold
dice?
on.
I want to know what the normal. Can we just get a 6-sided normal ass die?
Be funny.
A normal die? I'm a novelty dice maker. I don't make normal dice.
Make
What if I just-
100-sided dice.
Dice that have more than 4 sides. Octahedrons, trapezohedrons, dodecahedrons.
What if I need a
but
4-sided
also
die?
barrel dice and teetered them both.
Go somewhere else. Go to the dice store, I guess.
Go to the bookstore.
Come on
Buy
now.
Yahtzee.
Be a little creative.
Something to help me with my work.
I'm really
I
curious to see what
have
this
just
is.
the right one for you.
2 polyhedrons, red and blue, are cradled in our palm.
Police colors.
Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
See?
Beautiful
Free
woman tossing you a
Oh, here
Oh,
we go.
shit.
Whatever
Oh,
you
fuck.
Come on, brain. Come on, brain.
You
Come
take
on.
morale
You got this.
damage.
Mr. Smooth
Fails.
Yeah.
moves. You snatch the dice out of the air.
Mr.
Wink,
Smooth
wink, wink,
moves.
wink, wink, wink. Ow.
But what if you're
What
cool?
are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse.
Lapis
I believe
lazuli,
these
please.
dice are your lucky charm, officer.
She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr.
Our
Smooth.
brain
You've-
doesn't know what to do with this
you've-
information.
Yeah, you don't know. Your brain doesn't
Definitely
know what to do with
lucky
someone
matinee.
who's just nice.
Was there anything else?
We have a lot of shivers points.
Marble, go order your cursed
Of
die.
course.
I know it. I know it's what you
What
want.
do you mean by alright? How about dice? Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Wouldn't even finish the rest of the conversation. Tree just instantly puts the cursor over ordering die.
We could have
She
got.
gave us she gave us some free dice, like.
We could have stayed in the fucking. If we would have stayed in the shack, we could have got 2 pairs of dice.
That's true. Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Let's go down the list. Hair salon.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Well, not number 2.
I guess number 1.
Yeah.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
This is a set of answers.
Like number 3.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
That's fair.
Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Thanks,
Eventually,
Bray.
the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieux. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool. Very cool about the debris. But what's the snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-Roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Did someone make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
Found
That's
creepy
like a fucking
mannequins.
pattern with this place.
Yeah. Maybe this place is cursed.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
What?
Insect rights activists? What in the name of?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
We have had a thing for insects during this playthrough.
Yeah, we didn't have any problem, though, with the guy putting locusts out as bait.
That's fair. That's fair.
Insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
With the rotor blades and the skis.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
He's
Sure,
like, that guy fucked off and took the money and ran, and she's into it.
I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take
Shut
too
up, brain.
I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean
What do you mean
liberal?
liberal?
That is how it's written. You're not wrong.
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
It is so hard.
Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard.
It is.
And so is producing something extraordinary.
Something strains her face before she looks up again.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who
I
had some
am
rather
dying. This is more
innovative
interesting to me than
ideas about
anything in this
marketing.
game.
The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
I want to pick number one, but I don't care about their other ideas. I just want to hear about the bear. Did the bear work? All right, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
I know a girl just like that. She works in Frita as a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
It
What
didn't
about
work
the
out?
bear? Tell me about the bear.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator.
I do.
To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravishore Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
It's the
Maybe,
market
because the
doing its
taxidermist
job.
told me that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
What's a vision beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
I'll ever see a coyote after doing a whole bunch of peyote. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast.
I don't have a comment on drugs.
We don't do drugs. I mean,
understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Yeah,
Anyway,
totally.
Now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
Found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine.
One for the bookstore
I'm still
worked.
in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
Did you tell me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Sure, I'm listening.
Yeah, okay. I have more questions about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure it
No, I
still
don't.
doesn't- Sure. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified
all right.
things a bit.
Let's put some
Cool.
Shivers stuff on.
Just for fun. All right.
Yeah, we have a bunch of shit, I think, for that.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a really
We're
big
gonna need
check.
a lot though. That was a real low check.
It's a white check. We can always fail it.
Tell me the scarf is for pain threshold?
Well, we added 2 points.
Yeah, I thought oh, hold on. Go back to that menu. Get your t-shirt. Okay.
Okay.
Is that all positives? Is that all we have?
Yeah.
We check. Okay.
Oh, it's you again.
Damn.
Are you
Oh.
looking for a
Better than
Oh.
3.
Wait, why'd you...
If anything, it's uncomfortably
What?
warm in here.
Oh, we still have to spend the point to level up if we want to do it, so why waste it?
I mean, it was really low. It also healed our morale.
Yeah, well, yeah, it
failing
built our
the check.
morale, and then also, if we wanted our shivers to be higher, we would spend a skill point, so who cares?
It's one of those. It's going to take a lot of work for us to
She
get
has
that
begun
one.
to idly clean one of her carved.
Let's, the jacket. Alright. What's our shirt doing for us? -2 authority? I don't care about authority. So 6 o'clock, our dice will be ready. Report back to Plaisance about your findings.
I got that. And I guess we could do like the signatures too.
Yeah.
And I bet we could go back and talk to Boat Lady, since we've talked to Everett.
Yeah, she might have a little bit for us.
Yeah. I feel like this should resolve something though. Were you eyeing that dumbbell?
I was, and then I thought better of it.
You're right, lady. Shit's haunted.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus. Pause dramatically.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
I mean, should we tell her what she wants to hear, or should we just be like, no, it's not haunted?
I'm kind of on team fuck giving this lady what she wants.
All right.
I'm on team be real with this lady.
Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
I got up for a minute and I just hear Jarrett go, I saw you eyeing that dumbbell. How many dumbbells can Harry Dubois lift? Does Harry
No,
Dubois
ma'am.
lift?
I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse.
No, I don't want to engage this lady in this curse.
It's the only way she'll understand, though. You have to talk her language.
There's no fucking curse. Fuck this lady.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Bad business
He looks
deals, like
perplexed.
I told you in the first
narrative
place.
she's built herself. It does need to
See?
calm down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm.
Good God.
Shatter this
Don't
woman's
say
existence.
Any answer yet? The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Shit where the drama always says sire. It's so funny.
I just want to say there's no
He
curse.
became involved in arts darker
I feel like
than
our
taxidermy.
brain just told us 4 different fucking things at once.
Brought the void spirits down upon this place.
Suggestion said, just don't say you have any answer yet.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. So it's saying, like, don't say number 3. That'll be the worst thing for her.
Okay. Yeah, number 1. Like, there's no fucking... You gotta get over yourself, lady.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of
Oh,
trick is
fucking
that?
wreck this woman.
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
Yeah, number 2. Like, she's
Jarrett-
been in there for like
Jarrett's-
15 years.
Jarrett's on a crusade against the bookstore owner.
The psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing.
Really? That's all it's gonna give us?
Books, or be on your way.
Yes, because some people cannot be convinced
Total
that way.
psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone.
Fuck her.
She's just too far gone into her own mind.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am.
See, this is why I was like, you should have just convinced her that the aura, the vibes were good, and now there won't be any problems.
Jarrett was very passionate about this in a way he is not about many
Fuck
decisions.
this lady.
So
I don't want to give this lady what she wants.
Alright, well, let's look around the bookstore, because we haven't done that yet.
Have we not looked around this
These
bookstore?
No,
shelves
we
overflow
went straight for the
from the same
freezer
series.
downstairs.
You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Storekeep, what's all this crime fiction?
Oh,
I love
crime,
just saying
robbery,
storekeep.
murders, even sexual
Book
crimes.
peddler.
We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
They're a
You're
book peddler.
A police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach.
Alright, I just put in an order for some dice.
Love her going, you're a police officer,
Crime fiction
apparently.
is a disgrace.
Yeah.
An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Oh God,
Oh God, no.
Sure thing.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Are there any more?
Yes. There's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, My Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The Morbid Tales of Dick Mullen.
You fell victim to one of the classic blunders!
God damn it.
Tragedy Calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death.
I don't know how I feel about this new fucking Discord built-in sound pack shit. I only like the duck so far.
Come on. This is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers
This makes
away,
me laugh
sitting
so much. I don't know why.
garage.
I love the duck so much.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here.
You're not going to finish the line?
Apparently
Chester
not.
faked his own death once.
Gosh, why?
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
After all this,
always
you still
Francis
haven't
the
found an
Shoe.
answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick
shit.
Mullen?
Oh shit.
Hold on.
What was that?
It's so bad right now, too. It's on a negative one.
But our reaction speed is so good on its own.
Oh.
Shells.
That's probably gonna be 90. Yeah, that's as high as it'll get.
I love
Just had
it.
to make sure.
Yeah.
Leave nothing to chance.
The untouchable man, baby.
The title reads Dick Mullen.
Remember how we originally made that decision just because of the untouchable man?
Yeah.
Which has like never been useful once.
What do we have here? Mistaken identity.
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic.
Are we gonna get a thing that lets us convince
Weird
ourselves?
Dick Mullen now.
His classic hard-boiled phase.
Few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
God.
Could it be the motifs
Christ.
of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
No, it's gotta be something else.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm pretty intense. I'm all about that dark stuff. No, that's not it either.
Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
What? No, that's not what's happening.
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants.
Oh, you've clicked no too many times, Marvel.
Relax. It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Something the matter, detective?
Kim, would
all
you
good
describe
here.
this woman as a smoking dame? Kind of like that. I kind of want to pick that one.
All right.
The lieutenant narrows his eyes. And
He's gonna give you a real answer.
Or is
I
he?
would certainly say she fits the description, providing that's your type.
Uh-oh.
Well, we can't. We put in a dice order, so we'll have to come back if we want to get
Yeah.
Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
If we want to be able to fucking jack off in our hotel room later.
In our shack because we're not.
Shit, yeah. That's more fitting, honestly, to do it there.
It's a tome of fascist magic. Rather
Oh,
candid.
shit.
You ready to look at another bookshelf?
That guy.
No,
that book,
I'm not.
That fascist book is owned by some fucking guy who's friends with Clarence Thomas.
Famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
I would say the greatest innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool.
I want the
delving
Dick
into
Mullen
depths
book.
of history.
Also, I forgot that I don't want to buy the Dick Mullen books. That would mean giving this woman money. And I don't want to.
Yeah, but Dick Mullen book. Also,
I
by
feel
the
like
way,
we got
the
what we-
dice will be there tomorrow. We can pick it up whenever we want.
I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Jarrett,
Book
this
is also
lady
very
sucks. Her
daring.
daughter is
The
cool.
author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the
Yeah, but us-
authentic system, creating
This
a
girl
fresh
ain't seeing that money.
and a shift in the tired order of things.
So you recommend it?
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
So true.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Okay, then.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free.
Jarrett's about to have a heart attack.
But not too
Jarrett's gonna have a stroke.
I stopped listening.
Stay in this book store any longer.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take
Eat shit.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Use the bathroom.
This is very funny because he keeps saying storekeep, but in my game when I did this right away, he kept calling her book peddler.
On the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
Buy any new discs, Jared? Oh, I asked you that already. You said it glows in the
Back.
dark? Oh, well, shit. Second, I'm about to ask Jarrett something while you're gone.
Alamir, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Squint first. Can you see cities on the islands?
You can. On Caillou, Revachon, a single black star. On Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu. On Archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers. On Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. Lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
Look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. 850 million people live on these tiny dots. An oceanic world of culture and commerce, torn apart by history. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west of the river?
Hudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
Coal City. And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's
While you're looking through this, Kim is just like, Jesus Christ, what are we doing?
Kim's just standing there as I stare at these maps for 20 minutes, not saying anything.
At this point, Kim has learned to let Harry cook and just see what happens.
I feel like your relationship with Kim is the definition of, I mean, let him cook, it always works out.
Right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Storky, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only
That's
one
the one I
available.
need.
The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you can
Get
scarcely
fucked.
afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What happened then?
They didn't get that
Curses.
far, for some reason.
Oh, fuck. Now Jarrett's down. Jarrett's like, wait, I can steal from this bitch?
All these ruins are bad for business.
It's 90
This
cents.
is not worth it to steal.
That's why
Also, I
it's
love that-
easy to steal.
I love that we can retry it if we fail it.
There was definitely a moment yesterday I was like, stealing this thing I'm gonna buy for $1 would have been easier than standing in line for 20 minutes and missing my bus.
We have a map.
I was definitely just like, no one's gonna
Oh,
even
shit.
notice if I slip this thing in my pocket.
Yeah.
Stealing from chain stores is based. There's nothing wrong
Is
with
this just showing us,
racist
like, all the
lorry
checks
driver
we have
just
with these
pops
people?
up on the screen. Wow, this is incredibly useful.
Are these all checks that we have with these people?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is good to know.
Boy, that makes this way easier. Can't stop laughing when I just see a racist lorry driver pop up on the fucking
So hold on.
screen.
Oh, why is it doing that?
Oh,
yeah, baby.
Oh, let's use the scroll wheel, I guess. A legendary rhetoric check to get him, let him
The sandwich.
eat a sandwich.
Which I think we could do, right? Could we pass
There's
it?
a check on a trash container up there. I feel like we've already done some of these. I don't know what the...
Oh, Christ almighty. Wait, yeah, church doors. We opened the church doors.
Have we...
Oh, those on white are available to try now. Oh wait, no, that just means just means we can go do so. Like this one, the red A, we can't do that. We need to level
We'd
up
have to put a
composure.
point in. Like, they're there, but we can't go actively do them.
Broken window though.
Where? That's...
We'll have to go find that. I mean, we've just seen it before, but
Boy, the map's useful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Glad we should have looked around here on day one, maybe.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Let's look through the shelf.
Amidst the
Like,
various
this is like the only fucking building we didn't poke through.
That's one on
That
the
we've
record.
gone
I
into.
said we should go through the bookstore.
I mean, we went through it into the.
I just don't want that to be forgotten.
These three things are
That's
very
not important.
to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his
What the
liver.
fuck?
And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraise tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases, pre and post factum.
You did that so fast. Cheers. Finger on the trigger.
Please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Shut up, lady.
Blue check.
What's
going on here?
That looks like some bullshit on that
small
table.
mountain of colorful
Board
board game
games.
boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Look through the pile of Wirral-related items.
An endless variety.
Open up Twitter for a second real quick. First tweet I see is Wakana Uhara
The
going,
topmost book is titled
"Good
Welcome
morning,
Compendium.
McDonald's chicken nuggets. Do you prefer barbecue sauce?" It's like, God bless
There's
this
also
woman.
a large hard
Yes, I do. in
Oh,
fact.
I just love "Good morning." Let's talk about McDonald's chicken
Royale
nuggets.
Creature Compendium,
It's very funny
and
to
a
me.
Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, cavern of Velkrag. There's a box that says Wirral 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
Doorkeep, what kind of board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda,
Lame.
an educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Look at me. Who'd want to have
Yes,
children with-
kids, friends, chicks. I have all those.
Okay.
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
What about all these whirl things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it.
Of course you
Not
don't.
at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have
Uh-huh.
rituals.
I would
where they
love to
try
buy
to
this
summon
game now
entities.
if we had
Highly immoral
money.
stuff. You can still buy them though.
What could use the dice for?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of. These 20-sided dice have the colors of a police alarm. Bloodstone for red and lapis lazuli for blue. If you roll them and squint your eyes, it looks like you're arriving on the scene. And it's raining.
Oh, the dice are what's letting us see the checks.
Oh. Look at the map tab in the journal to see which white checks have opened. Oh, huh.
Okay, so we at least we like wouldn't have gotten that if we just had the postcard before.
Yeah. Neato.
At least that wasn't a feature we were missing from the beginning. I love trout.
Can I redo this check?
Hi, Ace Detective.
No.
Are you here for more books?
So I gave your hat away, by the way. I'm sorry about that. The lady looked really cold, though. I'm sure you understand. You're a nice
The
kid.
display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks.
I just wish I would have known. I could have given her any hat.
Yeah.
Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall.
Wow.
Somewhere.
More Hamdall.
Mountains of it. Heroic quantities of Heimdall.
Ma'am, can I get a discount because of how sick my Heimdall shirt is? I'm such a super fan. What's up, Jim?
Rows and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision.
Hey, Jim.
You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall. Return to Heimdall.
This is just Conan.
And the Solipsistic. Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world.
So good.
Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from Heimdall and the scorched earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall colonies. Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast. Man from Heimdall and the snow crab.
I'm just imagining this guy in the VO booth recording all these.
And the snow
Not even
crabs.
close. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall.
Heimdaller fan.
Slaves. Man from Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall. Heimdall burning. There's even the Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Heimdall Man, and so much more.
All right, let's see if we can get our pain threshold up.
Yeah. Stupid fucking. Fuck the dice. Can we get something that just automatically puts on something? Automatically puts on the best combination of outfits.
Yeah, that'd be great.
For a specific thing we want.
Oh wait, that reminds me. Well, hold on. Let me not get sidetracked here. Look at this guy.
Just putting this armor on. Love the idea of busting out your fucking military grade armor chest plate so you can fucking make a pain threshold on reading a book.
That reminds me, we never. Hold on, let me do a hard
Never
thing. We never started
not becoming
internalizing.
an
Yeah. Maybe you can quit. Internalize. All right, our physical instrument is -2.
The display rack is brimming.
72. That's pretty good.
All right, that's pretty good.
Nothing of
Damn.
interest.
Ah, nuts.
We know we immediately know we fail now because the healed morale pops up. All right, well, that's a bummer.
Fucking outfit.
Oh, the pants.
Use the jeans. Our reaction speed's so good. Maybe
Alright,
put a
let's get out
point
of
into physical endurance, and you could probably also pick up that dumbbell.
Fucking killer. So I was trying to lift that thing up. Wait, where's the broken window? Let me zoom out. Oh, that's in our room, isn't it?
Can you just travel to places instantly, or does it?
I don't think so.
It said travel here above them when you were outside.
All right, we'll go back up. We'll test that in a minute.
Oh, I know what the broken window. It's just a broken window in your room.
Yeah, that's why I'm going up here. That's what I just said.
Okay, yeah, and I'm just saying, like, you're probably just gonna find out, yep, you threw a shoe through that on night 1.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold.
Leave nothing to chance.
Oh, God.
I mean, I get it. I hate it, but I get it.
I don't think we're gonna get any better. No, okay.
The window stands broken in its frame. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
I break it with my own hands. Look at them.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
Fucking
More
shoe
likely
you
a
threw.
projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor.
This is very
so
funny
pulling the
doing this
tool
now.
In after impact.
What am I doing? No, assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The shoe you found on the balcony fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe.
What a stupid thing to do.
Pretty much. But hey, at least you found your shoe.
All right. We got our 5 XP for that. Now, Kim, come outside so I can shut the door.
Oh my God. Yeah, it says travel here above them.
Oh.
I'm sure a bunch of time just passed when you did that.
What do you know?
I think we're going here anyways, right?
Yeah, that's why I picked this spot.
Okay.
Emma, were there things you could interact with in your items?
Isobel and Lillian. My items?
Under interact.
Oh yeah, forgot about this. This is the envelope we need to get signed.
Interact
Take
with
the legal
map.
documents out of the envelope.
Well, try to find a loophole in the deal is really good. We should try to do that. Fuck that dude.
Yeah, we're gonna do these, but...
Kim.
Wait.
Yeah, no, talk.
Hold on. No, hold on.
Let
me just put the clothes on first.
Did that say
Logic,
12 to 40 month?
I don't know what it said. I was looking at the check. I'm gonna be completely honest. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Here we go. Yeah, looking like a smart guy now.
Except the shirt. Except the fucking dirty wife beater, yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Didn't dude say they'd have to deal with construction for like 6 months?
In the addendum.
I forget what number he said, but it definitely wasn't 3 years. Look at the zoning plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
And what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements.
Maybe talk to the lady before you do this.
But there's no other way.
Get that check up just a little bit more.
Okay. Kind of worried we might need the check in the conversation, but maybe we'll figure it out. Martinez, okay.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map.
It's always weird when that lady starts talking to us.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Oh yeah, clean the jacket.
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put
It's gonna
for
take that long to talk to you. Perfect.
I could use a breather before another...
Yeah, I'll wait. It's only 11:15.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Let's go.
Oh, look at that fucking thing. Oh, damn, it got our pain threshold. Always.
This windbreaker is like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso into a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot
match our
harm
hat?
them. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Huge writing, 100% synthetic, is proudly displayed on the chest. It lets absolutely no air through.
What if we go to Kuno with this and we're like, yeah, check it. I can complete the set if you sell me those pants at a reasonable price.
Let's save real quick.
Our tenant, the policeman. Eh? What's this about? Come now. I can't read all this scribble.
Nothing
ominous.
Everart wants to turn the village into a little youth center.
Yep.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Where can I find her?
She's right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning
Oh,
over
the person we
railing.
didn't talk to that one time.
Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
She is not impressed by a cop running errands for a local bigwig. Not at all.
Alright, maybe that ship went up now.
Yeah, that's fair.
But also, we should talk to that.
You take the legal documents out of the evidence.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, officer.
She's got
Woman
a
in a
sword?
raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't
Sick.
really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword.
Well,
does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Isn't that what guns are for? It is imposing. Nod.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
I borrow that.
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and...
So was you just have a sword to look cool?
To intimidate people? Men, mostly. No, we don't have the expression, so...
No, it's...
True. Most people I've met are scared. Are they?
It's the best of 3 options.
Or we could just tell her to behold the expression. Maybe we can make it on command now. Wait, I don't want our face to get stuck like that again, though. Yeah, I want to click that. Maybe the game will acknowledge that we don't do it anymore.
Not bad.
No one else to laugh at. I'm not a clown. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband?
Gone.
Oh, okay. like any of these.
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Or?
I shit on death. Yeah, I think so. I'm on board with 4.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another.
Oh, I don't know about that one, Brain.
Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Kim's presence makes it awkward.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
A working class husband.
We're still
Yeah,
looking around.
I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore.
The husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
The lady out front of the bookstore.
She seems genuinely sorry for not being able to help you.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
All right, let's talk about this.
Where are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everett's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
But what exactly?
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Okay, so just 2.
Yeah, should we just roll that check?
Yeah.
Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise?
I was hoping we'd get them being like, fuck that.
Out of the envelope, there is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
Wait, what are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim, these people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it.
The lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again.
Everard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
That's so smart. Wait, where could they not be watching you? The basement.
In a shack.
Room or something?
The basement.
In a certain shack we have access to around here.
Yeah, just go into the shack and see if it's curious.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of like, you'll be gone, it's fine. Who cares? By the time the legal ramifications get back to him, what's he gonna do?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Interfacing.
Interfacing.
I know those gloves give us interfacing.
Well, forging a signature with your military band, your military ceramic gloves, armor gloves on.
You know, it'd really be nice if you could just like hit a button and say, "Hey, give me this stat."
Mm-hmm.
Like on the left side there, where they're all listed, it's like, "Hey, just pump this one all the way up," because this is getting to be more of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get way more shit too. By the time we're done with this.
You take the legal documents.
92.
Is this
12 to 40 months?
Is this what we want to do?
I want you to save, cause fucking I want to pass this check. There's one thing I want to save, scum, in this fucking video game. It's this check.
You want to put a point in to like max it out?
I'd be okay with that too.
I mean, is this a one-time check?
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
That's why I was like, save. So I would be so pissed if we fail this one on like a 97% check.
You take the legal documents.
Never tell me the odds.
A 12 to 40 month. With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
Wait, no, I don't.
What? What?
Oh.
We're forging their
I thought we were just
signatures.
gonna write fake signatures on it.
No.
But they don't.
That's
need
why I
to
was
be
asking.
They don't need to be convinced, though. They were pretty cool to be like, yeah, do whatever you want. So I don't understand why we would even have to do this.
They look distinctly different and very.
Yeah, that's why I was at like, I don't. What does this get us?
Okay, yeah, no, here we go.
If they dispute
okay.
That's what I thought.
Everard will have to start.
Oh, so they
That's
can.
what I thought. I was like, this isn't gonna be a real signature.
Because we were looking for a loophole, so I was. Yeah, okay.
That's what I thought was happening, but.
Document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everard will have to start over.
All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta.
Fuck do we do that?
All right, job well done. I think it's the whirling and rags.
How the fuck do we mail things?
All right, let me take these honking gauntlets off.
So I like when Jarrett plays that little duck pops up on the screen.
That's it.
Yeah. Also, it pops out of the dude's portrait.
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
All right, Kim. Don't worry about what I was doing in there. Definitely wasn't committing crimes.
Kim gave you the idea to commit the crime.
I'm giving him
It's
plausible
beginning to die down.
deniability.
Look at those little bastards. Simmer down.
Kim's not stupid like you,
Simmer
so
down,
he would be able to.
Why does she care about the waves so
He would be able to figure something out.
It's probably because her husband drowned, but I don't know. What's with you in those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them. Fishing, making a
Okay,
living.
she just wants to fish.
So I
She just
asked
loves
them
to fish.
accommodate me. But
I like
until
this
that
lady.
happens, I can try to assist you the best I can.
I've seen a fishing rod today,
So,
man.
what will it
was
be,
in a man's
officer?
crate office.
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, she's.
Yeah.
I really think she's not gonna like that.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the
I
sea?
wasn't feeling it.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Official investigation has been launched by me to determine that.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
You're suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor.
Yeah. Let's go down this
I'm
road.
actually in the middle of a murder investigation.
That hasn't stopped us before.
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all.
What an odd thought.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, you don't know why this happened, though.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
All right, I'm in. But organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the June commercial area.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation?
Never.
You like the Capri funeral idea?
Car guy likes this.
Yeah.
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her. This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Rex, I need info on this. Major narc points to self. How about we ask about the mine?
I guess?
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Spiky? Must have been a naval contact mine.
I take it that's your skiff? Point at the overturned boat.
Sure is. The Sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Be seeing ya.
Oh, we're not gonna take her on a date?
We're not gonna ask her while Kim's here, at least. It'd be awkward.
Kim, gonna need you to hit the bricks a little early tonight, Kim.
Got a date.
Sorry, babe. I can't ask you out tonight. I gotta go to the communist meeting.
Women love hearing the words every woman wants to hear. I gotta go to the communist meeting.
Men and their fucking meetings, am I right?
Men and their ideological meetups. Wow. Men, why are you doing this? It's a picture of a fucking bunch of dudes handing out pamphlets.
Oh, hello, gentlemen. Are you admiring our ride?
Yeah, these guys seem like
one
cool dudes.
Motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Oh boy.
Which is not.
It's like Kuno all grown up.
God, it really is. How on drugs are these guys right now?
I think Kuno's smarter than these two.
Actually, yeah.
Who are the skulls?
One that forgot my
kind with amnesia.
Wait, he's got the pants. He's got the pants we need.
I'm so glad you asked.
The question was rhetorical.
Like at this point that your guy is just kind of
gang of the Besmertne.
into this bit he's got going on.
Or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Maybe this is why we crashed our car.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger. Infamous.
Hey guys, I got a car you can have if you want to dig it out.
Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
Ah.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you know anything about the murder?
Absolutely not.
The man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't fuck with me, I am the law. Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one
shut up.
know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
I know that
you don't know shit.
That you don't know shit, yeah.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
It's not. A man is dead and we need answers.
So what do you think we know?
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah.
Ah, so you don't know her.
Future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism.
Please tell
The
Cindy
lieutenant
about these
on your right
dorks.
is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into anodic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Why?
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
Don't
One
fuck
of the
with
bad
me,
cops.
boys, I'm one of the bad cops. A threat? Good. I like that. I kind of like number 3 too. I don't know. I don't know which one I used to pick.
I don't know. This conversation just kind of sucks.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothing.
Who's about to fucking scare these shitheads straight.
Yeah.
Of our future operations. Death and
You know, I have 3 confirmed
They're called
kills,
skulls
and
because when you are
2
shot
of
dead
them.
in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs want to eat.
Just trust me and follow my lead.
Oh, boys, want to feed the dogs?
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable. The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage.
Why aren't there more skulls and Martinez?
Fucking
The Union does their share of
keeps the
policing in
fuckers
Martinez,
out.
at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Oh, these kids are gonna get
Yeah,
killed.
we are.
They're gonna
The
beat
rhetoric
the
is
shit
confusing.
out of them in the back of the fucking whirling in rags.
Part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
What makes you think the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Enough of this skullery then.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the jackets?
What about them? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. Piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being
I
defined
do
as they
like
seem,
piss.
not as they are. And I guess it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all pissed, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field.
Yeah, piss.
Even if it's rather narrow.
You have fuck the world.
He's part of a Japanese wrestling stable.
Many men keep searching for
DDT.
For so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket.
Okay,
or
fucking
are they
folk
derived
cult
from
over
something
here.
Else entirely.
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
It's a terrible metaphor.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
I don't know where this is going, but
yeah.
Hey Kim.
Yes.
Do you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
There are 2 of us and 2 of these jackets.
Oh my god.
I don't want these jackets.
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't want to engage in this.
I'd wear, right? Neither. I'd wear neither.
Come on, Kim. It's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the 2 statements.
God. Fucking.
That works. I feel like I'm more
Yeah.
fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
I don't want the jackets.
What if it gives us a really good bonus, though?
Talking with you has definitely been something. We're not going to get this roll up to anything good. So.
Like, I would take the fuck the world jacket. The other one is questionable at
Sure,
best.
it was a statement. That's
You got a mailbox
You
in
heard
here?
his ideology.
What is it? Was there a mailbox on the map, Marvel?
In the plaza.
I think
probably... Oh, yeah. I know where it is now. I know where we pet it, remember?
What?
We pet the mailbox that one time?
Yeah, because it was doing such a good job.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
I agree.
Do you have the option of just going in there and telling him what you did? Like,
yeah, I forged it. What's the check on this guy?
Looking for something?
Maybe we come back and try to intimidate this guy later.
Yeah. What was the check on that?
Stop being racist.
I think it was half light. Oh, hold on.
What?
A little thing popped up. Like I could... Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio.
After we drop this off, this dude, you want to call it?
Yeah, sure.
Also, just talk to Sydney about those two dorks.
Oh, yeah.
No. Probably forget about it next time. Oh, well. Sure, we'll talk to her again.
Hey, I got those signatures for you, my man.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun. Nothing is off the table.
See, forging that signature really paid off. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Well done, sire.
You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him.
I got my gun now.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me.
Fine, where is it?
Yeah.
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
The gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway...
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Harry.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
There it is again. The Pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
Can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting
No!
near the old fish market on the coast.
No, we had our communism meeting.
Do we want to do a communism meeting, or are we gonna get our gun back?
Never set you up for anything.
Fuck.
But you asked for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
So mad about this.
She will be there from 22.
Oh, well.
Till
maybe we can do both.
How long will the communist meeting take?
More fun stuff.
I feel like 4 hours is a long time in this game.
Yeah.
Kim
Did
won't
you
be
order
with
the hangman killed?
Kim won't be with us though, because he'll be like, I want to go home. I'm sleepy.
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
What do you gain from him being dead?
Why
All
a
the shit
war,
out of you.
of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men. Or 15 men.
Oh,
Or
I don't
even
know.
50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go.
You can't...
He's too nice. I
yes,
can't
Jared.
put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her asshole. She has no chance.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
It's just ad number 1. I'm curious what he'll say.
Okay.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, officers. We are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth center supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise, and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Just number one.
Yes, I do. I got the center, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This
Not as fast as you
limbo,
think, motherfucker, because I
stand for it.
faked that
There are
signature.
kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain.
I don't.
That's number one.
One or two, okay.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
How many of you guys are there in the union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
Either one doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Nothing gets by us.
Trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
That's just the top of the iceberg, though, isn't it?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Devada's Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and risperidone is used to treat severe psychosis.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
Or
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share, and I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this murder, okay?
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry? You don't get sidetracked.
Yeah, that's not getting sidetracked.
This guy doesn't know anything about us, is what we're learning.
Anyway, let's not
I'm starting to think this guy's genuine, but also just a dumbass.
Definitely not trying to start up
It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover.
a music
just
club
like
in
the
a
harbor is,
church.
but a small part of Martinez.
While also restarting the Communist Party.
Go on.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. young mothers who want to start businesses, models who want to walk catwalks, and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight.
I'm a money guy. I love what you're doing for the working man. I mean, we gotta lean into the communism, right?
Sure.
That's what you said.
Thank you, Harry, thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you are that working man. You have already done so much work.
Yeah, will you tell us more about them now?
Members?
We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big time mode.
I'm
Harry.
in big time mode.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive.
That should be the name of the video.
Big time mode.
Big time mode.
Yes.
Harry, great. I think we've truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly there's sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. I'm always happy to... Very nice.
Later, fucking guy. Alright.
It's definitely a guy.
He is a guy.
Let's save him in this. Oh yeah, we got a sad song. We can do karaoke.
Gotta remember to get our dice.
Yeah.
So many things in motion. Alright.
Like the ocean.
Uh-huh. Anyways, I'm gonna end my stream.
Alright.
Jerry, you want to count down 10 times with a duck?
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Alright, turning this.